All that matters is how you see yourself. If you see yourself as the king, you know, you see yourself with all the belts and all everything. And no matter what no one else says, as long as you see that and really believe in it, then that's what's gonna happen. Who can tell you otherwise? Who says what way you see things? Who says what you see out of your eyes?
My name is Conor McGregor and I live in Lucan. I'm an up-and-coming fighter and without a doubt you will see me on the UFC in the near future, without a doubt.
If you can see it here and you have the courage enough to speak it, it will happen. A lot of times people believe in certain things but they keep to themselves. They don't put it out there.
What do you want to be?
There's another thing. What do you want to be? You know, I don't want to be anything. I am everything I want to be, and I'm already there.
If you truly believe in it, if you become vocal with it.
My dream is to be world lightweight champion in the UFC, have more money than I know what to do with, and have a great life for my kids, my grandkids, everyone in my family, everyone that's come up with me. My dream is to be number one, pretty much. My goal is number one MMA.
You are creating that law of attraction and it will become reality.
I want this, I want to do this and I want to do that, but the vibe you're putting out is want. You're always going to want. And I always have the attitude that I have.
Some people's journeys are meant to go other ways, but this is my destiny now, and that's when I said I will give this everything.
So you feel guided?
Yeah.
Every single one of them keep talking about the talk, but never once in your life will you hear them talk about the skill or the technique, because they know I own that.
Like, if you have a clear picture in your head of something is gonna happen, a clear belief in that it will happen no matter what, then nothing can stop it. You know, it is destined to happen, and that's what happens. It's crazy how things just form, dreams just form into reality.
You know, I heard a quote one time from Vincent van Gogh that really rang true. He said, he has dedicated his life to his art, and he has lost his mind in the process. When I sat and I thought about that, it sounded very familiar. I have given every single thing, every ounce of my life to this craft, to perfecting my craft, and I continue to do so. And in the process, I have lost my mind, but in a good way, to regular society, to people who wake up at 9 a.m., who clock out at 5 p.m. They would look at me and say, I've lost my mind, but me, I have found it almost. I saw myself as the number one, you know? I saw myself as the champion, even before anyone else did. I just kept that in my head. And that's just the way it is. It's 24/7 in my head. I always think about it. I'm always down. I don't do anything else.
I'm fighting myself, you know what I mean? Because you are fighting yourself. There is no opponent, you know what I mean? It's you versus you, and I'd say I'm fighting myself in there. I'm gonna beat myself. Not even martial arts, life, you know what I mean? It's always you versus you. If you're competing against other people, you know what I mean? Competing against others, and you're gonna become bitter. Eventually you'll become bitter. But if you compete against yourself, you'll become better. And there's no talent here. This is hard work. This is an obsession. Talent does not exist. We are all equals as human beings. You could be anyone if you put in the time. You will reach the top, and that's that. So, I am not talented, I am obsessed. I had many days on site. It's cold, it's damp, it's dark, and I'm looking around at everyone else, and for me, it just wasn't the life I wanted to live. And I remember during one lunch break, I was in the car park and it was pissing rain down, and I just said to myself, there was some music playing, and it was like there wasn't even words to it, it was just a kind of a beat, and I got like I went somewhere with it, and I was like, I'm out of here. I'm gonna just drive out of this building, so I head home and pursue this dream of becoming a world champion in mixed martial arts, and that's what I did. I drove home. When I got home, my mother and father said, how come you're not still at work? And I said, I'm never gonna go back to that site another day in my life. I was gonna go and do this. I was gonna put everything into it, and although they didn't understand that at that time, through hard work, through dedication. They saw what I was pursuing and they supported me, and I done it. I did it. I feel to be at the pinnacle of any game, in whatever you do, you've got to be a little bit gone to it. You're not all there. You've got to be almost insane to your craft. Not a lot of people can understand that. Just staying on the straight and narrow. You know what I mean? Just staying on the straight and narrow. Because I seem to be I can be a product of my environment. You know what I mean? If I'm in with the wrong crowd, I just kind of become wherever. You know what I mean? So that's why I like to be isolated, because there was no outsiders. It was isolation, it was visualization, it was motivation, and it was dedication. There was nothing else going on in my life, you know what I mean? To get to the pinnacle, it needs to be like that. It needs to be no outsiders. It needs to be, you need to have your team and your focus, and that's it. I don't need friends that aren't involved in this game, or that aren't on the same path, you know what I mean? Because it's just not, it doesn't make sense. And that is a demon that I need to conquer. As far as I'm concerned, there's no such thing as an accomplished critic. Everybody's a critic, you know what I mean? Everybody has an opinion on it, but there's no such thing as an accomplished critic. So I don't pay attention to what people say, you know, good or bad. It means nothing to me. I listen to my circle and I carry on again. Nothing else matters except getting better, showing up at the gym and improving. I can't hear nothing else. I don't know, I'm just curious about it. I'm curious about it. It's never, I mean, it's in my head 24/7. There's nothing else I can think. I don't think about nothing else. And that's it. I'm just curiously fascinated with it, and I can't stop thinking about it. Everything I do in my life is related to this. I don't do nothing else if it's not got to do with fighting. In the struggle, you know, when things are going good and you visualize these good things happening, you visualize more good things happening, that's easy. What's not easy to do is when things are going bad and you're visualizing the good stuff. And that was what I was able to do. I was able to, you know, even though I was having these troubles at home, even though I had no job, you know what I mean, or whatever, didn't know what I was doing. If it didn't happen, but I still was able to feel like it was. I still was able to go into a different, it's just like use my imagination, like a kid would use his imagination. I was basically just using my imagination. A little my girlfriend's car, a Peugeot 206, and I was driving that, shaking down the road, and I visualized that, and I swear to God, sitting in the traffic and all, I visualized, I'm sitting here on the steering wheel, visualizing a brand new car, and visualizing good things in times of struggle. When you can do that, I think that really makes that law of attraction work. I think it really attracts to you more, you know what I mean? Because that is harder to do. You stare at your past and you'll end up staying there. It's okay to look back and admire it, but you carry on. I'm not in the business of staring back at it. You know what I mean? And getting lost back there. People say a loss can make or break a fighter, but trust me, a win can also make or break a fighter, because they get comfortable with a win. People can get comfortable with a win, and slack off then. Slack off on the training, slack off on the diet. They've won one. They're winners now. That's not me, you know. You sleep on a win and you'll wake up with a loss.
So this is like a daily battle, almost, with like the good and the bad, right? The tug and pull, the demons, if you will.
Yeah.
How are you winning that battle? What are you doing to win that battle?
And again, it's ongoing. The rent is due every day. It's like training. You have to train for a fight. You have to train your discipline. You have to train your skill set. It's the same thing. Only it's akin to being on a tightrope, very high fall. You know, the stakes are very high. So you better stay balanced. Sometimes when you're down in a place, you don't feel anything else. You've no emotion. You're reckless. You're going. You don't pay no attention to nothing. And then when you eventually, with most people and all people, they must put that work in on themselves and get themselves back into a steady state of living. That is the time where the rope is even thinner. You get me? The balance, you need to be even more balanced, because the fall is even higher then. It's, if you fall when you're in this position, you don't give a fuck. You might even do it out of, you know, just to do it. So I'm in the state now where I'm keeping my balance and making my way through life.
These gloves right here, these UFC gloves, you know. Be the first Irish man to put these on, to lace these up and get in and do the job. Honestly, no one can take that away from me, no matter what. Honestly, I don't mean to be disrespectful, but I don't care about nothing else. I don't know about nothing else. I mean, don't even listen to it. If I start talking about something else, just don't listen. I'm talking shit. But if I talk about this, if I talk about unarmed combat, if I talk about the human anatomy, you know what I mean? The way the human body moves, then listen.
Is that not unhealthy? I don't know. Do I look unhealthy? Take a look at this physique. I'm in phenomenal shape, in body and mind. To me, what's unhealthy is living an unhealthy life. To me, what's unhealthy is getting up and going through the same day, every day of your life, 9 to 5, in an office or in a... That's unhealthy. That beats your mind. I don't work. I love what I do. And that's why I'm doing what I love. You know what I mean? That's why it's become a career for me, because I love it. I love what I do. So I don't think it's unhealthy. I feel good in my mind. I mean, it's my life.
You know, there's no hiding in the octagon. If you've maybe missed a training session or skipped a meal or, you know, ate something you shouldn't have or, you know, lived a life of not of discipline, it's going to show in there.
You'll get caught.
So if you put in the work and you make that walk, you just trust your work, trust your discipline, trust what you've done, and hope it all turns out well.
I find fighting easy. It's easy to me. I am doing what I was put here to do. And that's why I'm doing it so well.
When you hit rock bottom and there's nothing else there but God, and then just the divine coincidences, everything just, I keep seeing it. I keep being shown it.
You say that word rock bottom, it feels profound when you say it. When was rock bottom?
Well, a few dark moments, Ariel. A few dark moments. But I relish the opportunity to show my strength. I was put in a position to showcase my strength. So I stood up and showed it, and that's what I done. A few dark moments. I'm through them. I'm in the light. I'm walking the tightrope, and I'm keeping my balance. And please God, I keep it.
You can have anything you want if you want it badly enough. You can be anything you want to be. Do anything you set out to accomplish. You hold to that desire with singleness of purpose.
I'm in the business of securing my own future, my family's future, and that's it. You know, that's what I'm in it for. The fight game doesn't last long. Competitive fighting doesn't last long. Learning martial arts and training is for life, because that's medication to me. So I will do that forever. But as far as the fight game, I'm in it to get all the money, all the belts, and then I'm gone.
If you limit your choices only to what seems possible or reasonable, you disconnect yourself from what you truly want, and all that is left is a compromise.